Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see right here, I've got some absolutely wonderful fried fish. I'm using a tilapia fish today, which we've coated in some flour and some beautiful spices and fried that. Then separately, I've made a really super hot, underneath there is a really incredibly hot tomato masala, loads and loads of chili in there. Chili powder, fresh chili, dried chili, and some other wonderful spices. I think that's great. Let's go and do it. So let's get started on our fish. As you can see, I've got some all-purpose flour in there, and on the edge there's some salt. And then we've got equal parts of chili, cumin, turmeric, and coriander. So we're just going to mix that in. So we're just basically seasoning our flour. Pretty simple. I mean, quite frankly, if you wanted, you could just put some curry powder of your choice in it, you know, like a kind of ready-made blend that you might have. Just give that a little mix. Then we're going to get our fish. As you can see, we've got our tilapia here, which I've just cut into 2 parts. I'm just going to give it a nice dusting. And make sure you get a little bit in there as well. You see that? Those inner parts. Just a nice little dusting. Set that aside. Really simple, this one today. And we're just going to fry this off. It won't take very long at all. Like I say, open that cavity up and just get some of our seasoned flour in there. Just give it a little shake. Then we're going to heat some oil. You can use any oil you like. Today I'm going to be using a sunflower oil. We're going to fry this fish off. And it is going to be really, really delicious. Again, inside the cavity. And just the last piece, and that's it. So let me finish this and then we'll move to the next step. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my pan here with some oil in. I'm using sunflower, like I said. I've got, like, you know, a couple of centimeters in there. Now this oil is hot. We're just going to get our fish and drop it in. Now I'm just going to do a couple of pieces at a time. Don't touch the fish. Once the fish goes in, just leave it alone, because what can happen is the fish can stick on the bottom. But if you just leave it, it will actually release itself and it's going to be fine. So let's do that for about, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes, and I'm going to flip it over. Okay, let's take a look now. Looking good. Three or 4 minutes, and again I'm going to turn it. I want it nice and kind of crunchy, to be honest. There you go, they're looking good to me. Nice and crunchy. So simply, let's set them aside. Let me just do my other fish. Back soon. Okay, there we go. There's our fish. Nice and crispy. I mean, I've kind of maybe made mine a little bit too crispy. You might not want to. I just like it like that. I like it, you know, a little bit of that black in it, and that's really good for me. Now, of course, you can just eat this fish exactly like that, ready to go. What I'm going to do is make a little bit of a sauce or a masala for it. So let's get on with that. Now, this oil is absolutely useless pretty much now, because you've got a fishy, floured oil. You're going to have to get rid of it. I can't think of anything that I would do with that. But I am going to take a little bit of that to start the next stage, because that oil's got some beautiful flavours in it for this. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my pan back here and I've got some oil in there. heating it up nicely. Now we're going to make a nice kind of chili tomato sauce for this. It's quite quick as well. We're going to start off by adding quite a lot of dried red chilli. I'm going to add some fennel seeds, which I think gives it a wonderful flavour, and cumin seeds. And simply we're just going to let these guys cook in that oil, and they'll infuse that oil with some wonderful, wonderful flavours. Now if you want, you could add some different stuff as well, like some mustard seeds, or the list goes on and on with whole garam masala. There's just hundreds and hundreds of variations. This I like, this little mixture here. Okay, that's doing well. Now I'm going to get in some onions. And some fresh garlic and ginger. Nice big heat spoon there. We're going to need a bit of salt. And as you can see and hear, we're on quite a lively heat. So let's fry these around for about just like 2 minutes. Just let them work their magic. And then we're going to add a few powders. We're going to add some tomatoes. Now today what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tin tomato. So tin tomato is some tomato puree, which really simply, like 50-50 of each. I just mash it together in my food processor and pop this in. It's going to make a really quick, beautiful masala. Right, I'll be back in about a minute now. So we've got some wonderful flavours already going on here, and our onions are cooking really nicely. And I quite like them with a little bit of crunch. I don't know about you. If you want them nice and soft, then you can just cook a bit longer maybe. But now we're going to add some powders. Now I'm only adding 2 powders to this. This is coriander powder, and the other one right there is chili powder. Equal parts of both. I'm also now going to add some fresh, roughly chopped green chili. Like I said, this is going to be quite a hot little masala sauce we're making here. So we've got chili powder in there, fresh green chilies, and we've got those dried red chilies. And let's just cook those powders a little bit. Keep stirring all the time because we don't want to burn them. And like I said, simply now I'm going to add that tomato mixture, and it goes. Now as I said, this is a tin of plum tomatoes mixed with some tomato puree. If you want, you could use fresh tomatoes. I just use this sometimes, it's really quick. We use this often in our kitchen anyway. Just give that a really good mix. Now I'm turning the heat right down. We're on a simmer now. And just let that go for about 6 to 7 minutes. Let it do its thing, then I'll be back. Give it a stir every now and then. Okay, I'm just increasing the heat now while we're talking. Now that is absolutely beautiful. Give that a taste, see if you need any more salt. I just done that, I was fine. This is a real fire masala, this one really. It's going to be very spicy. Now what I'm going to do is I've got some fresh cilantro, which I'm going to pop into that. Quite a lot, I like a lot of it. I'm even going to add some more right at the end. Just make it a beautiful flavour. Now, our fish, which is cooled right down there. In she goes. Just lay the fish on the top, like that. I'm going to pop a lid on that, turn it back down to on a low heat, let that go for about another 5 minutes. Okay, let's jump inside now. That is looking absolutely wonderful to me. The sauce is fairly dry. I mean, it's not like a big soupy kind of type of sauce. That is going to be lovely with just some white rice. That fish is going to be absolutely delicious. I really like that. As I said, I'm going to finish this off again with some more cilantro or fresh coriander. Off goes the heat. That's ready to go, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.